Today we're talking about quadratic equations and how to solve them, so let's get started. Before we jump into solving, let's understand what quadratic equations are. A quadratic equation is a second-degree polynomial equation, which means it has a degree of 2. It often takes this form where a, b and c are constants. It is also known as the normal form. Now let's get into the interesting part. How can we solve a quadratic equation? Well, there are multiple ways to solve the equation. In this video, I will show you how to solve them with the quadratic formula. This formula is a game changer when it comes to solving a quadratic equation of any complexity. In this formula, a, b and c are coefficients from your quadratic equation. Let's break down the process of solving a quadratic equation using the quadratic formula step by step. Here's an example for a quadratic equation. First, identify a, b and c from your equation. In this example, the equation isn't yet in the form we want it to be, so we have to bring it into it. We can do this by subtracting 2x from both sides, which leads us to x squared minus 3x is equal to 10. Then we're subtracting 10 from both sides, and we have x squared minus 3x minus 10 is equal to 0. Once we have our equation in this form we saw earlier, we can read the values for a, b and c. Here our a will be 1, b will be minus 3, don't miss out the minus, it is also part of our b, and for c we get minus 10, here as well the minus is part of c. Now we can plug these values into our quadratic formula. Next, calculate the discriminant, the part inside the square root. For a quadratic equation with real coefficients, there are 3 cases. This is the interesting part, because the discriminant determines what your solutions for the quadratic equation will look like. If the discriminant is greater than 0, you will get real numbers as your solution. If the discriminant is equal to 0, you get only one solution. And if the discriminant is less than 0, you won't get a solution in the real numbers, but instead your solution will be 2 complex conjugated numbers. But the complex numbers are a topic for another day. Now we can simplify what we have. Minus 3 will be 3. Remember, the plus minus part counts for the 2 possible solutions. So what we get is 3 plus minus square root from 9 plus 40 divided by 2, and this is equal to 3 plus minus square root from 49 divided by 2. The square root from 49 is 7. So therefore, this is equal to 3 plus minus 7 divided by 2. Now we can write our 2 solutions. For x1, we have 3 plus 7 divided by 2, which is 5. And for x2, we have 3 minus 7 divided by 2, which is minus 2. And there you have it, the solutions to your quadratic equation. This is how you can solve any quadratic equation. Just use the quadratic formula correctly. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more math videos. Leave your thoughts in the comments below and write what topic you'd like to see covered in the future. Thanks for watching, until next time, bye bye.